Hi everybody, welcome back to another video and welcome to the first episode of Conversations with Abo. Yeah. What happens with Conversations with Abo is that I share with you guys a topic that I want us to talk about every week, and I invite people, or I do talk about it myself here on my channel. And our first topic is intercultural relationships, and I have hi, welcome to my channel, Mzi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, greet my people and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mzi Moyo. I'm from Zimbabwe.
So, Mzi, I went to social media and I asked people to share their experiences with intercultural relationships. Now, I've already done that here. If we bought a video, go and watch it.
I actually saw it.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Subscribers, loyal people.
Away.
So yeah, I've already told my story. So now we're going to be hearing your stories, and Mzi and I will be reacting to them. Okay. So Mzi, first things first. When people know my story, they don't know your story.
My story.
How long have you been in SA?
I've been in SA for two years and a month, I think. Yeah.
Okay, good. 2 years. So have you been with a Zimbabwean before?
Back home, but I've never been with a Zimbabwean here in South Africa.
Okay, and here in South Africa, no. So you've been with South Africans only here?
Only.
Which tribe? Xhosas?
Only.
Oh, okay.
It's been Xhosas.
That's the thing about us. As mix, what?
Fair enough.
As mix. Okay, so I'm good. I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna go straight into Indaba Zenu, and thank you to everybody who shared their stories with me, guys. I appreciate that, and I'm not gonna be reading your names. Don't worry. So the first one says, you already know this, but let me share it. He was a Ghanaian. I'm Xhosa. We dated for 4 years, and we had to end things because his family wouldn't accept me. I know he would have chosen to stay with me, but I couldn't put myself through such, so I had to let him go.
Okay. Yeah, such things do happen. Because, especially when it comes to cultural things, like at times family has that specific person they want you to marry, depending on where you come from. So now you have come to South Africa and you decide, but now I want a South African, which they don't like.
Maybe your parents are against.
Yes.
I can relate with this, but it's a story for another day.
Okay.
But in this case, even though we're not giving out advices or anything, I would never advise you to leave him because of that. But it's a long battle. So you decide if this is a battle I want to fight for the rest of my life or I want out. So you do what is best for you. Okay, so does your mom is here in SA, Musandit?
Yes, my mom stays in SA.
Does she have any of those? I want a Zimbabwean.
But what my mother told me, when I came here, she told me, Mzi, you've come to South Africa, obviously you're going to meet South African girls.
Yeah.
What? Like she spoke in my native language. I'm Ndebele, by the way, but Ndebele from Zimbabwe. She was like, Mzi, so South Africa, and abantwana basa South Africa bahle. Yeah, she told me, she was straight up, abantwana basa South Africa bahle, so go and date them, but what I would not want you to do, I would not want you to date someone older than you. That's what she told me. She says, she doesn't have a problem with me dating South Africans. That's what she told me. Yeah. Okay. But
yes, I have. I am Xhosa okanye Impondo, to be exact, and he was Zulu. The relationship was short-lived. Shame. There were a lot of cultural clashes, but what drove us to the end is that he wanted me to speak isiZulu when I am amongst his friends. He said that I sound like I'm fighting when I speak Xhosa.
But there's something in violence.
No, but I've heard this before. Our language is rough.
Oh.
I've heard it before, like especially if you compare it with Zulu.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because I think it's because of the cliques that we have. But it was not fair. I don't condone this. This guy, good thing you left him.
But the thing is, Nina, what I've seen now, most of South African women, there's this obsession with Zulus. So I'm pretty sure, like, you can't see something bad from a Zulu guy. They
Not
love
me.
those guys.
Not me. I dated a Zimbabwean guy. He was always splashing me with money and gifts like all the time. We broke up. Oh, when we broke up, I missed the material things, not him. He always thought he had to go extra mile to impress me because he was not from South Africa. Saibawe lo mali.
So law is subsidizing nationality
With money.
Yeah.
I
feel like these people like Bas Moshe, because when we come through we seem like we're the stingy guys, because basically they always say more foreigners, they splash money. So money when we come through, the typical
which is the assumption that I always get. People always think that, I get you with a Ghanaian person, you have money. He's Are you mad? Are you mad? No, I don't have money. That I get une man, he must be giving you. There's no sense.
Must be giving you
Money.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one says, I'm currently dating someone who is from Zimbabwe.
Zim, yeah.
And even though my mother is from Zim, it's different with my dad's side because they don't like foreigners. It's not like I'm saying I'm going to marry him, but I really don't like how they treat foreigners, and they think we still have to get married within the Zulu culture. Talk about double standards. Uti, her mom is from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
The dad's side is from
SA.
SA.
Yeah.
And they would not accept her Zimbabwean.
So now the question is, where is the mom now?
Is
the mom part of the family, or maybe the mother left?
She's saying maybe the mother is no longer around.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because she didn't share much.
Okay.
Because I think her mom would stand her ground, and if the relationship was good with the mother, like if the father's side had a good relationship with the mom, they wouldn't have an issue.
Sure.
This one says, I dated a guy from Congo back in 2011.
Okay.
I really loved him, but I was always afraid of being judged. I didn't want to be seen with him because I am from Dutwa Eslalini and nobody had ever been with a foreigner then. I honestly failed the guy. If I could go back in time, I would do things differently. Uzanophobic wena. That's all I can say.
No, but I don't think it's about the girl, it's about the community now. Because Ukel loved Ukai, but Ukel was afraid of what people think of Ukai.
And shame, no, I take back saying xenophobic, because we know how our communities are towards foreign nationals.
That's true.
We know. And if she's saying it was back in 2011, things were even more hectic then.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was as Lalini, you wouldn't find a foreign national just walking around.
Fair enough.
So to say, I'm dating one.
But I feel like at times we just assume about the communities are so bad.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying about she could have given it. That's what I'm saying about xenophobic. She should have given it a chance.
Or at least they should have moved out by town, by town.
By Congo.
Congo.
I think the guy was from Congo.
When would you go to Ghana?
Yes. Oh. Any day I would move to Ghana, as long as I'm gonna stay in Accra, not Islal.
We choose, yeah.
No, but Accra is beautiful.
Because it's the capital, yeah?
It's the capital. So yeah, I would move to Ghana. This one says, where is it? Mna, I am a Zulu. I dated a guy from Malawi, then a Zimbabwean. I am now happily married to a Ghanaian. All I can say is, once you get a taste of non-South Africans, you will never go back.
Away! Sinjal! Let's go. Once you touch the arm.
I don't know. I've heard this a lot, and what I like is that I hear this amongst the people that I know who are in intercultural relationships.
I've also dated a girl, and she told me she had dated 3 Zimbabweans. I was the 4th one. So I think, yeah, once over the Zimbabwean flavor, okay. You go from a brother to a brother.
My boyfriend, my Zimbabwean boyfriend, my Zimbabwean boyfriend was a liar. He lied about his family background, his education, his finances, even hid from me that he had been married before. I dated him for a whole year until he was a walking lie.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But the thing is, no, you get these things. These things are true. You get these things. Someone who's married, like, just recently, I was talking to this other girl. She told me, like, she also fears that, but, hey, Mzi Moyo, you might be married back at your home. You left the family back home.
I get questions like that. Well, now, my boyfriend came here in South Africa when he was 7 years old.
Like, there's nothing gun about him.
But people who don't know him, the first thing they ask is, what if he has a wife back at home? And I'm like, that he married when he was 5 or 6?
Okay.
Yeah, he probably has one. So these things happen. I don't know why people do those things. And Abanya, they would come in here and say that, you're back at home, I have a mansion, we own a shopping mall.
But I think at times it's people trying to improvise for what they do not have up in South Africa.
When trying to impress.
Like, I do not have a car. Then I said, back home, yo, drive a nice car. I've got a BM.
Where did you live?
So I'm trying to improvise because I do not have. But I'm saying, if I go with you to Zim, you never catching a taxi, no.
Okay, so this one is saying, it's the only comment from a guy. It says, I dated a girl from Zimbabwe again.
Okay.
We met at Wusu. Our relationship didn't last long because she wanted to be my mother, not my girl. She was telling me what I should wear, who I must chill with, I must stop drinking alcohol, I must clean the room, I must do my laundry. The list is endless.
I get it.
No. But there are girls who do that in South Africa.
Besides, I believe as women, as you guys, that motherly thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter about I'm older than you or anything, but even I've seen it with myself since I moved here. Like almost every girl that I've dated, they've taught me something, and that something is keeping me moving even now.
Okay.
So they've got that motherly thing. Yeah. They're just small things. At times they're big things, of course. That she will teach me about, hey, I'm gonna stop doing this, just do this. And even after the relationship ended, I'll see, but the input here is that input that Ubanbani had. It's very important.
I like that. So it means that you are mindful, you open.
Yeah, true.
This one says, I'm dating someone outside my country, and honestly, there's not any issues and clashes. I think because we're young, and maybe once we consider being family, then we will discuss it. We just tend to joke about our culture differences and how we will handle it. I think it makes it better that we are both in a foreign country and there's no one also no one's culture dominates. I'm from Malawi, he's from Zimbabwe. But I do get tired of speaking English 24/7. So we are trying to learn each other's languages.
Hey, English is preferred. As I once had a friend who was like, yo, my daughter cannot get married to a foreign. Imagine my daughter waking up at 2. And she's like, hi, baby, can we do this? Like, in the morning, child. No, that kind of thing.
Somebody was asking me when I wake up in the night, how do I have English to say, I'm like fast asleep. Where do I get the English to say?
Understands those are basics, man.
Yeah, so the language, isn't. But it can be, the language can be a problem. But what I'm picking from this is that I hope that they're not too negligent to their cultural differences, because once they get serious or they decide to be a family, they will rise. Okay. They will come. I would rather they talk about things as they go. And if there are any the small things that come up when you are dating, once you get married, they
become bigger.
Yeah. So you should, as you go, enjoy each other, but as you go, iron out those all small.
And then just still on that, because Kwako came here at an early age. Which food does he like mostly? Like the Ghanaian food or the South African food?
He likes his Ghanaian food. I wouldn't say he likes it more, but he really enjoys his Ghanaian food because his mom has been cooking it since they came. So he knows his Ghanaian food. Even though probably the Ghanaian food here in South Africa is completely different from the one in Ghana because of spices and everything, and accessibility of the original things. But they have been eating Ghanaian food since ever.
Okay.
So I am planning on learning how to make a few dishes so that I can.
Anything for pay.
Yeah. Okay, Utilona, I've never been with anyone outside my country or culture, but I really would love to be with a non-South African. Hook me up, girl.
Do you post numbers?
That's it, though, Mzi.
No, I'll hook you up with a brother.
Okay. I'll get you a brother. Just slide into the DMs.
Sure.
Okay, this one says, yes, I have. It was the most genuine relationship I had been in a long time. He was Zimbabwean. I believe the aim of that relationship was to show me how I deserve to be loved, because before that I had been settling J for less than a bare minimum. But he really raised the bar. Because there were things that we could not seem to agree on, of which they were important to me, and he also felt very strong about.
Quite a sad ending. Because basically these people do love each other. But because of the minor differences, they couldn't. Okay. I've heard that though.
You've heard that?
Like, over... Like, it's a difficult subject, but so I opted out.
Come on, isn't that something you could have spoken about, Manje?
No, it's those kind of things whereby you talk about them, ne? Okay, we resolve them. She says, okay, I'm going to do that. And now I would spoil my person, ne? And then, when things go sideways, then she incorporates everything.
Oh, cannot when lower and there's that.
Now, okay, she's like, now if you want us to get back to the relationship and get things going, I no longer want to do this. I want us to do the duty roster thing. Opted out.
I hope you're making an example with the duty roster. It's not something that was happening.
Practical.
Okay.
Hey!
I know.
Like njalo, like.
That is, we've come to the end. I only took 10 and I wish I had taken more. But okay, we have come to the end. Thank you so much. I have a surprise for you. Not surprise, but...
I want the surprise.
The last response that we just received. See you guys on the next video. It's from his ex.